never catch a break. I put one down and one more rises. I swear this has to be the 15th in a row, and somehow it always surprises. What kind of killer do I gotta overthrow just to get a little peace and quiet? I know I need to get away somewhere, but somehow the world will deny it. Sometimes I get tired of this business in my life. I don't want to waste another day away from loving you. Got these feelings taking over like the rabbits on the moon. Let's indulge a life of lunacy. I feel it's overdue. Dream away and we can make it to the rabbits on the moon.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony. Until one day, a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
You've been knocked down and got up again. In a corner, you're surrounded, no defenders. You've hid your fury and kept it in. But it's time now, you ignite and turn to embers. Like a phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. They let you down, but you get up. They let you drown, but you don't stop. You show 'em you're a phoenix.
Get ready for verse 2, Electric Boogaloo.
You see the truth behind the veil, and you know that they're just looking for attention. Oh, you don't let the ruthlessness prevail. Oh, it's time now, light your fires for ascension. Like a phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A
Sup? How are we doing today? Yeah, again, good. The most, like, the annoying part about, like, dressing up every time is that I need to watch this, like, constantly. I have, like, a second one that would fit with this, but it's white, and I always am afraid of, like, making it dirty. So, yeah. How are you doing, Gara? I'm fine. Mir geht's gut. Und selbst? Bro. You know what's funny? You know what's really funny is I came home from work very, very late today. Like very much on time, pretty much. I played like a round of Battlefield for my dailies. That was that. Like 8 something in the meantime, and then like started streaming already. Because I'm like working on my Battlefield season pass in the background. I have like still the battle pass, like I'm like on current day. So I have like all the weeklies done. I'm just doing every time the dailies and work, try to like reroll the dailies in a way that I have the weapon unlocks on my dailies. So I'm not sitting down and like playing senseless rounds every time. Like, oh, I need to get like I think 13 kills with like certain carbines. And sometimes I just jump on Battlefield and just play around, but I did that on the weekend when I didn't have time. I was like, okay, let's play around one round of Battlefield. But other than that, I'm not playing much. It's fine. So anyway, last time we beat the shit out of Consulate again. And now we need to do other stuff. So what we're doing, definitely. We go with Aruihi. With the Takeo to Aruihi, that's what I want to say. Last time we also respec Tadrin again. Bro, I'm like interested in like doing this game at some point. Far in the future, however, with like a rogue. Let's go to Aruihi and turn the quest back in. So at the moment we are like at the point where I'm actually like trying.
Tegehu, when was the last time the Lady of Lament helped your people?
Mother Ingati brings in the tide and pulls it back every day. For what would I ask anything more of the sea?
Tiverus, I will never understand how you people can serve something that cares so little for you.
So what I wanted to say was, we're like nearly done with side questing, which is great. We had a lot, and we are like at 100 hours already. Like, no, not 100, but 85 hours do I have at like Pillars 1. So we are getting easily over 100 hours. How many did I have on Pillars? On Pillars 2, I mean. Pillars 1, I had 140 hours. So, yeah. And apparently this is shorter. Maybe we are like getting closer and closer to the end. So last time we respec Tadrin to have like a bit more compounds, since we're nearly done. I don't know how I'm like how far I am in the game. I don't know how much the progression is. Like I still don't know if I have seen even like the glimpse of a DLC because I have like 3 or 4 DLCs, right? So yeah, or like 3 DLCs I think, but they are like as like Pillars 1 was like an extra area that expands, I think. So yeah, we will see. But I heard that Pillars 2 like in total is a bit shorter than 1. But I don't know. We like 1 we needed 140 hours, and I feel like Pillars 2 is easier because I don't have the permanent scaling. I don't have the permanent scaling turn on. The permanent scaling that I had in Pillars 1 like hard blocked me at the start of 2 because I did a mistake and then it was like all horrible. So we are not I'm not turning that back on. I like when you get like OP at some point. I like the challenge, but sometimes I just like when it's challenging but not like deadly all the time. You know? Where do I need to go? Is that his room? No. Where's Aruihi? Aruihi. Though I have to say, like, setting-wise and game, like, I like most of the stuff in Pillars 2 more than 1. Like, I like the gameplay way more. It just feels better. I somehow like Pillars 1 in total a bit more because I find the world and story a bit better. But maybe I'm like weird like that.
Do not leave me in suspense, I say. Have you found Matario Cozy?
Your expedition never made it off to Motario Cozy, I'm sorry.
Sent good women and men to die in the name of the tribes and in the vague hope. May Ngati thank them for their courage and Wodaka for their loyalty. May they return to us as Rangas.
Aruihi raised a shaking hand to touch his lowered eyebrow.
Their findings, Watcher. Did they recover anything? Anything about Ukaizo?
I found this ancient Nuana navigational chart. His hands tremble as he holds the paper.
Unusual accounting of the isles, I see. Each one measured in relation to.
The Alpha Legion. Yeah, I heard like Alpha Legion in total no, Emperor's Children got like new shit last year, right? I don't know what's going on with the Alpha Legion. His fingers drifts up on the sigil of Kaizo. Aruihi nods. Do you have anything? Do you have what you need to find Ukaizo?
Did my sister would hold a parade in your honor? Ngati is one to throw obstacles in our path, but I say that an outdated chart is better than none at all.
Grinning all the while, Aruihi rolls up a parchment and tosses you a heavy pouch of coins. Selling uncharted waters isn't cheap.
Akira, here, for your expenses.
He does you a lighter pouch.
When we know enough, my sister will finance a fleet-wide search. Not for breadcrumbs, but lost Ukaizo.
The barcloth was no, nothing more to report. Yeah, I know that said. The barcloth was a message from the Wahaki to deter any visitors.
Protect Matario Cozy when its knowledge could help all Huana. One day I will have words with their Ranga to settle our differences.
Nothing more to report, Your Highness.
There's much to learn in a day, even for this warrior.
Aruihi touches his brow and
I
considers.
sent the expedition to their fate, and those who followed. Death is on my conscience this day.
He lifts his gaze to meet yours. She's never far from mine either.
May all who fell on Matario Cozy slip through the eel's jaws. Huana and outsider alike.
Sighing, Aruihi bows his head.
On to brighter times, I say. If Ukaizo can be found, then so too will the hopes of our people be made manifest.
His mask of grief breaks under the pull of a broad
Too
smile.
much has happened for you to waste words with a royal brother. From now on, you work with Onikaza as an honored guest of her rooftop garden. Only, be kind to her cats.
Been a pleasure working with you.
You say this now, but Onikaza pays better than her royal pinch fist of a brother. May the wind caress your sail.
Arui pets her shoulder and nods, smiling.
Captain, a word?
What's on your
You
mind?
came to the Deadfire for your own reasons. The problems of others, they must be noisy obstacles by comparison. We both know the burden of being looked to as a source of hope. What say?
It isn't a problem until the gods start making demands.
You wish for a moment of silence to dampen the rabble.
Pelagina tips her head up and smiles. Letting out a sigh and planting his hand on his hips, Takeo grins with a deep satisfaction. He locks his eyes with the oars and makes no move to break the contact. Look deeply into his eyes. He nods slyly, the grin spreading across his features, but makes no other move. Continue looking into his eyes. Something in the black pit of his gaze draws you in, and you realize he took an unconscious step closer. Takeo doesn't move, and you smell the ocean on his skin. Reach out and touch him. He allows you to trail your hand across his collarbone. Takeo's chest rises and falls with each and every breath. The smile he wears is both knowing and excited. Oh! The current Alpha Legion serves Chaos, serves the Emperor, and then secret to find all the 3 Primax. That is kind of cool.
It is relaxing to lose yourself in another, I say.
His lips move slowly that you almost miss the words.
I'm feeling braver than normal. Ikera, a good captain, has that effect on their crew. All the powers of the Deadfire have their eyes on the Watcher of Cadnua. Tell me, is the Watcher watching anyone?
He tips his head coyly to the side, letting his hair drape down with a moist squish. Just you, pretty fish.
For once, Ngati answers my prayer.
We are fucking boys.
Captain, I would speak plainly. Are you as excited by the possible? What I mean is, if we were to...
Takeo clears his throat and studies you, his eyes wide and imploring. Since Adair, I think Adair said basically no, he doesn't like Orlans, if I remember. I don't want Aloth. Aloth is like too bookish for this character. And Takeo is like the right mix, and the ladies are not good enough for my character either. I'm intrigued. Speak on.
If such things interest you, my last haphazard coupling was not so long ago. In Nekataka, in fact.
He chuckles to himself. Sounds like you have a story to tell.
Ikera, I am the hope and destiny of my people. My heart is full of stories. She was a godlike, one of Amira's brood. Her hair is neat and orderly as a raven's wing.
Takeo reaches into his pack and pulls out a black feather. He draws his fingers down the fibers, smiling in remembrance. Pelagima grimaces and involuntary shudders, her feathers standing on end. Yeah, if she would have like a reaction to that. One falls from her head, and she desperately snatches it from the air before Takeo sees it.
We found each other in the market and made ourselves comfortable behind a fishmonger's stall. She left me this as a keepsake.
He sighs, holding the feather up to the light.
I never knew her name. Now I do not have to suffer the pangs of forgetting it.
Sighing, he lets the feather fall from his hands. A light breeze carries it away. If you're trying to charm me, he's talking about the past lovers is a strange way to do it.
Charm? Oh, not so, Captain. I would have you know me by my impulses, my desires. These are Tekehu as much as the living god.
Didn't you want to keep that?
Most desperately. But I do not cage love or force it to be anything but itself. A bird fluttered away. She was not mine to keep.
That was some fast seduction on your part.
Well, it helps when both parties are beautiful, full of desire, and have no afternoon plans. I was expected at the guild hall, but one must have their priorities.
Let's be off so I can have that story play out in my head some more.
As you say, Captain.
Takeo grins and wipes his hands
I do
clean.
not want you to misunderstand. I am a sea anemone, hungry and eager to close around stimulation. I would draw you in with care, with patience.
He raises his brow and studies you, looking for a reaction. I'm hesitant to call it sexy, but I'll allow it.
Akira, then may we put up a merry chase for each other.
Oh my god. He looks up you up and down, thumbing his chin, and clearly appreciating what he sees.
Blunt our teeth on more idle chatter, but I cherish the suspense. Come.
He tips his head to indicate the path before you. As Takeo finishes speaking, his words slow to a crawl. The sensation of sinking into a pool of water begins to overtake you. Surrender to the sensation.
I want better for him than you.
Nagati's great bulbous eyes narrow to pinpricks. More is left unspoken, but you feel your lungs constricted as salt water fills your nose. The world once again reasserts itself. The sensation of moisture and depth pulling away with some resistance. Takeo fans his hand over his mouth and yawns.
What say, Captain?
Look to Maya and Takeo. Both of you look like you have something to say. Oh my god, I said yes to Maya, right? Oh my god, I'm stupid.
Captain, what has been your most impressive feat
What?
of seduction?
I once got the eye of this marine godlike.
Flatterer.
Takeo bites down on his thumbnail and smiles. Right, didn't we want to bang Maya as
I
well?
once bedded a Rawatayan admiral without exchanging a word.
I'm ready for story time.
One of the Hazanui passed through Nekataka on a diplomatic mission. She insisted on...
I don't have
visiting the
chocolate. I don't have a chocolate advent calendar.
Surveying the competition, I say. Myru paraded me before her, thinking I alone could intimidate Rawatai's fleet. Gods, Captain. Her muscles had muscles. She had all the delicacy and grace of a clenched fist. I wanted a taste of this power. She mentioned offhandedly that her ship needed repairs before the return voyage. I say you can imagine what...
At the moment, what I got is gummy bears. I don't have a calendar at all. I didn't get one this year. Her ship got repaired?
Eventually. I heard that she spent her evenings in the officers' lounge, strategizing over drinks. I covered my magnificence under a peasant's cloak and made for the brass citadel. The guards of the lounge would not grant me entry at first. Not until I explained that I was the evening's entertainment.
Maya cocks her head and listens. Don't stop there, man.
So eager, I say.
Delighted, Takeo clears his throat.
Naturally, my story checked out when they realized I was nude under the cloak.
Yeah, dude, jamon is good.
I presented myself before the stunned officers. The Hazanui wore an expectant smile. Winking at her, I mounted one of the map tables and gyrated to some of Rawatai's bawdiest sea shanties.
He raises his fingers to his brow, shaking his head in disbelief.
When enough was enough, the Hazanui signaled for everyone to clear the room, and the war games began.
How'd it
She
go?
bade me lay down on the map. Once I was situated, she chided me for leaving my borders unprotected. Naughty boy that I am. Her armada sailed against my island with a heavy assault. She bellowed the most vile and depraved orders. In the end, I stole back the advantage, firing a cannon across her port side and leaving the magnificent vessel crippled in the water.
Takeo grins, letting out an accomplished sigh. As a captain, I'm intrigued.
Ours was a battle of endurance, not tactics. But I cherished winning a victory for the Juana.
That does sound mighty impressive.
I'm sorry I wasn't there to see that.
Well, it does not take much to get my hips shaking, I say. Though I appreciate any encouragement.
If we're done with the tall tales, I'm ready for this to get
You
interesting.
know that fervor is a quality I cherish. But let us wait for a time. Prolong our delights, Akira.
Okay, wings. I think I said to Maya, I think that I want to bang her, and now they want to talk to me because I said, oh, let's bang to 2 people. Let's see. No, I'm looking for a friend, I said, right? Pirate Misty. Yeah, I said I remember with Maya, I said I don't want to be it because I said Tadrin is not a lesbian, so we're not doing that. Or did I not do that? And see what that we make the what did I say at that point? The company has a lot of people working from the headquarters. I see that the delivery is in good time. I'm looking like, sorry, I'm looking like, is Takeu's thing like actually, how do I scroll that down? Like, literally, how do I like say, okay, I want to read more? Okay, let's talk to them.
Yours to command, Captain. It is relaxing to crouch in your
Dude.
shade, Captain. I hope you do not mind if I tarry a while.
He lets his hands fall to the
I
side.
come to you with another tale of indecency.
Jesus
Assuming you
Christ.
enjoy having your blood flow steered southward.
Stay awake, Helm. No. If this is your version of foreplay, any chance we are skipping to the good parts?
With none of the context to bless my passion with significance?
He eases back from you,
I
affronted.
won't have it, Captain. Stories deserve better. Before I came to Nekataka, I spent many a night alone tending to signal fires on the beaches of my village. One lonely evening, a shadow approached me. He was an Aumaua as tall as the crags of Magrin's teeth.
Takeo cranes his head back and smiles at the
He
thought.
planted his harpoon in the ground and knelt to warm his hands.
This is getting good.
Akira, and we have only just begun.
He rubs his hands together,
He
winking.
was a whaler on a year-long voyage, his ship weighed down with meat, oil, and bone.
Whoa.
He studied me like I was something new to the sea. For hours we spoke of his travels. He left at first light, but not before asking to touch me. Here.
Takeo raises his fingertips in a second spot around on his brow. Why?
Good luck, I suppose.
Takeo glances away, clearing his throat.
By day, he traded with my village. I saw him in the market, the Ranga's hut. He saw me as well. When the moon rose, I led him from the guest hut and showed him the stars from the beach, and much else besides.
What were you exactly working with down there?
You mean the prize lure of my tackle box?
He chuckles.
I am as the goddess made me, beautiful, imperfect, and desiring. Nothing else matters. There is some faint bioluminescence, quite harmless.
Are you telling me all these stories to make me jealous, Takeo?
I was not at first.
He taps his chin and winks at you. What happened to him?
He is out there still, spearing Ngati's less handsome children with his magnificent harpoon.
Takeo grins fiercely.
He did not last, but that is not a story for today.
Come on, lover boy, let's be off.
Thank you for listening, Captain. You would be surprised.
Takeo is about to say more, but waves off.
It is no matter.
I had other
Another time.
questions.
What say, Captain?
Both of you look like you have something to say.
Kehu,
Maya clears her throat into her fist and takes an uneasy step closer. Shiza chirps up at the concern.
What say?
Takeo furrows his brow and crosses his
in
arms.
the Navy, knowing that the next breeze draws you closer to Barrett's last door, it loosens our morbid sense of humor. But I'm wrong to let that sort of talk bleed into civilian life. I fight so that folks won't need to have skin as thick as mine.
She lowers her hands to her sides, palms turned out. Ishiza mirrors the gesture with her wings, though it seems less deliberate.
There is a more genuine apology than that. I don't think I have heard it. Thank you, Maya.
Takeo nods, an approving grin straying from cheek to cheek. You're gonna kiss him now, Maya. Glad to see you two on civil terms again.
We are not without our squalls, but I do not invite the problems of the Deadfire into this crew.
Hatsura would be so proud to see me making friends.
Maya shakes her head, but smiles in spite of herself.
Pray for the day, the hour, when we can beat our swords into plowshares and let art tell of our deeds.
Takeo blows across his open palm. Water droplets coalesce in the air, taking the shape of a fish and a hawk. He smiles with pride, looking at the through the form of toward Maya.
Get behind that?
Grunting in approval, Maya steps closer to Takeo and envelops him with a fierce embrace. The water form loses its shape and evaporates, coating them both in the fine mist of the dewdrops. Bro, he's mine! Go away, Maya! Dude, they're friends now. That was nice. Are they now friends? Is the question. No, they still hate each other. Nice, that's good. That's good.
You have my attention.
Takeo, another story to tell me about who you are gonna fuck? Or can I talk to Pelagina
If
first?
there's something you wanted to talk, you only have to ask.
Aloth, you maybe?
You look like you have something on your mind.
Maya, you
I
maybe?
feel like I should set the record straight.
Maya folds her arms and wraps her knuckles against her bicep. Go on.
I didn't get into this business so I could shoot first in a battle that hadn't even started, you know? I know the Ranganui wants to see results, but I never thought any of us would be complicit in something like assassination. We're shooting at people with dangerous ideas, and assuming the ideas will die.
I take it you never asked those sort of questions while fighting with the Navy?
It's a little different when the enemy ship is turning about, their cannons glinting like a spider's eyes. You don't find time for a lot of deep ethical discussions.
You sound ambivalent.
Yoshiza's a good listener, but he's too dumb to offer much perspective. I could use some of yours right about now.
This is a hard part to defend. History won't be kind.
So we keep the long term in focus, sacrificing easy gains.
Anna tenses fingers and smiles. Nodding to herself, Maya seems less thoughtful and more resolved. She cracks her neck and rolls her shoulder, letting the out a relieved sigh.
You could be right. If we let this sort of thing spin out of control, it won't do us any good in the long run. If we go Atsura's way, we had better be sure that killing the right people makes a difference. Damn sure. And if we fall back on what we know, cannons, sieges, occupation, we'd better commit to fighting a moving target. We won't succeed if we don't understand the tribes. And something tells me that we aren't there yet.
Takeo grins and pats down the nest of his writhing hair. The tribes have an entire archipelago as their battleground.
I'm sure the Navy would love to test their might against a challenge, even if Atsura is worried about the cost.
Takeo rocks back his heels, nodding to himself.
No problem. Yeah?
What do we have as quests? Family Pride. I cannot do that. Otherwise, like, Pelagina said she would leave. Even after all that, she said she would leave if we do that. We can't do that. We need to do that. And we need to do that. So we need to get Seraphan into the party again. My crew is getting better and better, but I wish they would be the best, you know?
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Let's leave by sea. Then we get Seraphan into the party, level him up, and then we go to... Well, we could go to Sayuka. Do those quests. Can I do party setup on the ship? I should, right? With this idiot is the best character.
Agrasima Casita for taking me on.
Yo, Luca. I think I was never to the ship, even though I bought all the upgrades, right? Or is the ship... No, it's still bad. Where are my upgrades? Did I just got them on the wrong ship? No, there are the pets. Hey there, how are you doing?
You look like you have something on your mind.
Facina, hi.
I'm glad we have this chance to talk.
Facina folds her arms and glowers.
I have not properly thanked you for taking me away from that place.
You don't need to thank me.
Perhaps not, but I wish to do so all the same. That shop and my apprenticeship were like a diving bell, dragging me all the way to the bottom with barely enough air to survive.
She winces.
Arkemir was fond of tormenting me. If he had taught me anything of substance, I might even have endured his wretched company a while longer. In any case, Now I am free to study the world, and it is because of you. So, now I will say it. Agrasima.
Are you interested in any particular areas of study?
It is a funny thing. I was so quick to chase my ambitions, as if an apprenticeship would outline the course of my life. In the end, I was building a castle in the sand. The taller it rose, the harder the waves swept in to batter it down. Now I have no plan, and the uncertainty is a refreshing change.
What did you want to learn that only Archimede could teach?
What a question.
Fascina clucks her tongue on the roof of her mouth and nods.
Arkemir is elusive. That flamboyant house of his? It is all a performance, a mask that people will not think to peer beneath. I had a sneaking suspicion that he knows more about magic than the rest of the circle combined. Or maybe he is just an accomplished liar. I may never know the truth.
Before we head out, any thoughts on our travel so far?
Right now, I desire nothing more than to enjoy my liberation. I will worry about the problems of the world as they come.
Fascina smiles a little. I'm curious about you.
I came to the archipelago as a groveling apprentice. One day, I hope I will leave it with a speck more dignity than that. What more could you desire to know, Casita?
Ever aspire to be an archmage yourself?
Not if it means I must submit to a bickering council of madmen plotting against each other. If I ever scribed a spell, it would be the best kept secret in Eora. Only I would enjoy the satisfaction of knowing it.
Fascina thumbs her chin at the end considers.
Fascina's mirthless laugh. Fascina's prickling pox. No, I have it. Fascina's withering glare. I like the sound of that.
How did you get into Archimede's employ?
Being a part of the circle has its little perks, but also some headache-inducing responsibilities. At least one member must always watch over the dead fire and see that matters do not fall into total disarray. Arkemir wanted the job about as much as he wanted to lance a boil on his deflated scrotum. But the alternative was giving stewardship to Maura. No one in the circle trusted her with the archipelago.
What did they ever they have against Maura?
With trading companies dividing up the islands, they didn't think a Huana could stay detached. They also hate tentacle magic. During the changing of the guard, while a handful of imps loaded Arkemir's ship for the journey south, I stowed away in a...
It's bloody raw!
Once we were at sea, I made my presence known. A dozen imps tore at my hair and pushed me towards the railing. When Arkemir saw me struggle, he didn't step in to help. He just gave me work. I did what I could to make myself useful. Stitched the sails, disciplined the imps. That one impressed him most of all. By the end of the voyage, I had the little stinkers saluting me as I passed.
Fascina cracks her knuckles and grins at the memory.
When we made port in Neketaka, he introduced me as his apprentice and installed me at the cupboard for a life of clerical drudgery. You know the rest.
You and Botano didn't seem especially well paired. Constant edges closer. When he catches you looking his way, he frantically motions for you to not to say anything.
I was searching for a life beyond the cupboard, and that handsome oaf was blessed with a silver tongue. Came in handy when he was licking the boots of his creditors. I don't regret our time together. That was just a different Fascina.
Pressing her lips in the tight line, she turns to
What are
Constant.
you looking at? Go back to rearranging your massage oils or whatever it is you do here.
Aye, Casita.
Constant salutes sarcastically and turns away as lying around spraying on his face. What do you want to do with your
I
education?
have always dreamed of opening a magic shop in Neketaka.
Fascina sighs wistfully, and looks off to the distance, pushing a lock of hair past her ear.
That was a joke.
She grins back at
When
you.
I set out on this path, I discovered quickly that magic is all tied up in grammar, precision, and insufferable rules. Take a grimoire, for example. Misplace an accent mark over a rune, all the logic of a spell collapses around it.
And you'd prefer something more ill-defined why, exactly?
Hello from the other room, bro! Seriously? Get good! Learn to paint! Learn to write, idiot! literally from behind the wall. He's like screaming, and you prefer to do why? More defined why exactly? Go on.
I don't want to break the rules, of magic, but I want to rewrite some of them. Loosen them up so that any sharp mind can take up the study. The Circle would hate that, wouldn't they? If they could not reinforce their superiority over the rest of us, they might even disband.
Facina chews her thumbnail and smiles. You must have some thoughts on Aethas and the other gods.
You assume a great deal, Casita. When they are not striding across an island, the gods concern me about as much as Eora's moons.
Facina shrugs.
Religion was never very important to me. I do not expect that to change now that the gods have revealed their petty, narrow-minded ways.
You know the gods are artificial, right?
I heard a member of your crew whispering of this, but I am pleased to have it confirmed.
Facina narrows her eyes and looks off to the distance.
Knowing this forbidden truth, does it change anything for you?
I no longer have to take the gods at their words.
Perfetto.
Facina gives a slow, mirthless
If
applause.
the gods are not as legitimate as we once assumed, does this make them any less our gods? Does it make your Ardra Colossus retrace his steps back to Cad Nua? As far as revelations go, this one is not very poignant for me. Maybe I'm just the wrong audience. Nothing takes me by surprise.
Facina shrugs. Back to my other
Go
questions.
away, Casita.
Any thoughts about our companions?
Keep an eye on Maya. I'll say no more than that.
Let's be off. Edwin.
Oh, Captain. Do you require my expertise?
Reke.
Songo. She's Masisigaya. Ask, please.
Hey, he gives a slight nod and smiles. You learned it young quickly.
Should it be a challenge?
He looks at you quizzically. Head tilted to the side. Genuine amusement wrinkles his brow.
Lipasalis, my home. It is a big city, ta?
He spreads his arms wide and grins.
Many people speak many languages. That is Nujin. Normal.
How did your ship sink? His eyes flit away from yours as he hesitates. For a moment, unsure if this is a topic he wants to discuss. Then he takes a deep breath, purses his lips, and meets your eyes again, this time with intent.
There was a storm. Clouds black like night and high as the stars. We thought God would protect us.
His hands, usually restless and expressive, hang at his sides. Where were you headed?
West.
He gestures vaguely toward the horizon, frowning.
No one has ever been west because of the storms, ta? But we were determined.
What were you planning to do out there?
We came to teach.
He grins, his tense shoulders fall. Relieved to no longer be discussing the shipwreck. Teach what exactly?
Teach about God.
Oh my god, he's a Jehovah's Witness, dude. Oh no. Whoops. Nearly lost my head on that one. He bounces back on his heels. So a missionary like
I
Shodi.
do not know what missionary is, but okay.
His eyes take a distant on a distant look, and his cracks his knuckles absently. He cracks his knuckles, right? Finally, he shrugs.
I did not say I am a good teacher. You learn Seki. Maybe we talk more about God.
He laughs. Teach. You don't seem like you were going to teach in a place you've never been to. People who don't speak your language.
I'm a fast learner. Do you think my Adiran is very bad? It cannot be as bad as Seraphin's. He opens his mouth and nonsense comes out.
You don't seem like a teacher.
Why not? I jest. You are right. I am not a teacher. There was a Sehaj. And then I was put on the ship. We can discuss later.
What did you do back
I
home?
did nothing. That is how I was put on that ship. Maybe a building went on fire. Maybe many buildings. But that is the past. The future is more interesting, huh?
He rubs the back of his neck. An embarrassed flush of coloring in his ears. Teach what exactly?
Teach about God.
You mean gods, it's plural.
No. Only God, huh? Hey, how to explain?
His eyes take a distant look.
I did not say I am a good teacher. You learn.
That's enough for now.
As you say.
Tell me about your home. Are you
The
from?
edge of your map.
He tries to stifle a play from Grin and
Joke
fails.
from Maya. Home. Home is Yezua. Beyond the storm. Somewhere.
We'll go back to
Is
Yasuo.
that possible? Oh, I will go now. Someday, Chizunskiku. But there is still much to see here, I think. Are you far from your home, Watcher?
I'm from the Deadfire, actually, and it's good to be home.
I am jealous. I do not like it here.
It's weird that I have a background and it didn't give me a background choice for this. He cans his head to the side and smiles to hide the strength of feeling beneath his words. What do you miss about your home?
A funny question. How to explain?
He scrunches up his nose, bunching his
It's
freckles.
the wind. Hot and dry, it comes from the mountains. Shakes the doors. Covers Lipasalis in dust. And the desert. It is beyond the mountains. Red and wide. I still smell it sometimes.
I wanted to ask you something else.
As you say.
How do you like the Dreadfire?
Yelis amida seleki yehib.
He slaps at the back on his arms and frowns deeply. How are you holding up?
Ugh, I must find a comb.
He points at the mess of hair. What do you think about our traveling companions?
Who?
Why do I not have a Pillars 1 choice for Aloth? Does it there not show? Oh, he cannot show. Like, there has like an ending where he's not here, right?
Adair told me God stepped on your house? Your luck is maybe worse than mine.
A sly grin spreads across his face. Aloth.
Always he has a sour lemon face. Like an old man.
Maya.
Her bird is mean. You see where he bit me? I like him.
He shows you a shallow triangle-shaped cut on his forearm and beams. Pelagina.
She reminds me of my old teacher. Do you think she would spar with me?
He puts a freckled knuckle to his lips, considering... I always find it weird that, like, the red-haired people in fantasy settings so often come out of, like, deserts. Like, Randall Thor, right? Like he's, like, the most prominent one. When he was, like, from Wheel of Time, right? But, like, all the, like desert people are red-haired. And, like, it's so weird because, as you know, red-haired people have, like, trouble with the sun. Like, they get sunburns easier because of, like, the pigmentation of, like, everything else of the genes.
But maybe I have enough scars.
Seraphim.
Where did he learn Adiran? Not here, huh?
Takeu.
Takehu showed me rice wine. Ugh, it is terrible.
He screws his face up into an expression of intense disgust.
You are out of rice wine, by the way.
Shodi.
She poked me with her weapon once. She apologized for a week. I poked her with mine, and now we are even.
The others.
He
Constant.
puts fire kelp in my soup when he thinks I am not looking. But there are peppers much spicier in Yezua. I will get him back.
Facina.
I offered her a candied nut, and she took them all. She is like my sister.
Idwin.
Ugh, creepy.
A little shiver thrills up his spine and he blanches. Back to the others. Never mind. As you turn away, you feel a slight tug on your sleeve. When you look back, you find Rekio watching you with an eyebrow raised at the start of a mischievous grin on his
Can I
lips.
ask you a question?
Sure.
We talk about the others. What do you think of me?
Though he smiles in his usual playful way, a dark flush of concern climbs in his throat. You're useful.
Oh, Watcher, I am so grateful.
He fakes a dramatic swoon, a hand held to his chest and eyelashes fluttering, then breaks off with the gag with a laugh.
Later, then.
But he's not a main companion, right? No. These are the main companions. What am I? I'm like benevolent and clever? I'm not benevolent and clever. I'm stupid as fuck. What? Who haven't we talked to yet? Edwin we have, Reke we have, Fasina we have, Constant we have not.
What Pa's up to?
Yeah, now we have.
Yes, you only have. I'm glad to see you in good health.
The steward. Oh, who are you?
I was the steward of your keep at Cad Nua.
Oh, right, I remember.
Long before your time, I had my soul bound to a throne of.
I remember who she is.
And for nearly 200 years, I felt Cad Nua and the comings and goings within it like an extension of myself. It is a strange connection to lose. Still, it would be unseemly for me to complain of loss to you, my lady.
How did I get a ship in the first place?
With Cad Nua in ruins, there was little purpose in waxing sentimental over the rubble. I was able to salvage enough of your treasure and wealth to afford the purchase of the Defiant and the hire of a small crew. Unfortunately, that consumed the remainder of your once considerable assets. Under the circumstances, I hoped you would not object.
What should I do next?
If Aethys has gone to Margaren's teeth, then I fear that is where we must also go, my lady. I advise proceeding with caution. Local law paints Margaren's teeth as a most treacherous place.
Now we can do that. Yo, Jody. Adrift in a waking dream, Jody sways on her feet. Sweating muscles quivering, she whimpers low in her throat. Watch her hallucinate. Her chest rises and falls deeper until she is nearly heaving. Eyes wide and terrified, she chokes back a shriek. But then the vision seems to wane. She calms, confused, eyes searching her face.
I reckon that's the first time I ever bore witness to my own demise. It was not pretty.
She worries her bottom lip with her teeth.
Never
Her
worked
teeth.
such a driving need for reaping before. It's making my hands shake.
Did the cleansing work?
It did for a while, but then it wore off. All this essence I've gathered, it soaked the blessing right up. Left me with hardly none.
Do it. We need all the presage we can get. Whatever your visions can offer us.
Well, I plan to. Gon chose me as a harbinger for the coming harvest. Not anyone else here, but me. Seems the more souls I gather, the better I see Gon's will. And the less I get a wink of sleep.
Sounds like a problem.
It gets any worse. I feel like my darn sanity might break. There is something I'm meant to do, though. Once I gather enough souls.
Adolf flashes a quick please glance. Dude, he's sitting 2 rooms away.
Us Gonites, we're supposed to shepherd lost souls, not just gather them. The harvesting's only the first part. If I were to dump the souls, it might make me dream less, like before. Or, darn it, who knows? Maybe it'd just make it all worse. Either way, I've got to find my purpose.
She turns her face away, bottom lip trembling. Slowly, her fingers reach for the hem of your shirt. She rubs the pads of her fingers over it, holding you, to you in the lightest of touches. Adolf hums approvingly.
Will you help me, Watcher?
Yes.
I was hoping you might would. Sometimes I feel like, with you by my side, I can stand against gods.
Pelagina go nice narrow, yeah. We found another vein and release your burden. It's the best way to ensure the souls reach the beyond.
It'll need to be a potent source to overpower the draw of my lantern. It's gotta be luminous for sure.
She nods, clearly devising a plan of action.
That's one problem solved.
But what about the itty-bitty issue regarding the god of rebirth not actually being in hell? The souls will make it safely, but who's to see to their proper reseeding? This is a huge risk of Aora's balance. You really trust Malgrin not to rebirth Aethasians as warriors of the flame? Think Galawain won't be greedy?
Pelagina tips her head and
On
smiles.
aside, the god's past actions don't instill me with the greatest confidence.
And what if we gave the souls to the Animancers? They've been made gains in reproducing the cycle of rebirth.
Put my flock into the hands of experimenters? How can we trust they'd be successful? Or hell, even to be well-meaning in their intent?
Pelagina nods, the corner of her mouth turning into a faint grin.
Just the thought's making my shoulders twitch. You sure about this?
You harvest the souls, the animators replant them. It's a new cycle. One that'll work.
You're right. What if there's no one left to release the souls from the lantern after the darkness has come and Aora's recovered?
Pelagina nods, the corners of her mouth turning into a faint grin.
The gods will survive, but Kithkind may not.
She sighs, rubbing tiredly at the spot between her
Guess
eyes.
that settles it then. Find me an animancer, and we'll try it.
Pelagina tips her head up and smiles. She nods once before turning away.
Watcher, I would like to speak with you, if you have a moment.
Bro! A calm smile sits on Pelagina's face. Within the dark pupils of her golden eyes, you can see the whispers of a blue flame dancing.
Appreciate your help with Jacqueline.
No problem, girl.
Without you, I could not have saved him.
We are
And it
friends.
has made me think about the future of Anamancy, especially in the republics.
Uh-huh.
I know that my love of country may seem strange to you. At times, it even seems strange to me.
It doesn't seem strange at all. I believe the Valiant Republics are going to lead us into the future. Her lips part, breaking into a broad smile.
The republics are the only love I have ever known. I would give all that I have to them, to our people, to our future.
Only love? Have you never been in love with someone? She tilts her feathers head to one side, thinking.
If love means to feel the way I do about my country, no. What I feel is about more than one person. More than the Dukes. There is a spirit between us, all of my people, that transcends individual citizens and leaders. It binds us together and carries us forward. It is what drives us to create, to learn, to push the boundaries of what we know about Aora, about the in-between, about the beyond itself. It is a spirit that lives in the heart of every Valian. And it is what gives me the strength to believe that Aora will see a better future.
I understand, I feel it too.
Gelade,
You see a brilliant blue flame shine from the depths of Pelagina's eyes.
you know the future the republics can bring. Just as you can see that the time may soon come when your hand will choose the fate of the people of the Deadfire.
Right, I should drink some like, at least something to moisturize myself.
When that time comes, I believe, I know, you will see the future as I do.
Yeah, I think we're going Valiant this time.
Until then, Gores.
Yo, Vela. The mariner salutes. Dude, that's my daughter. We stole her. Remember the baby. She's the baby. Ahoy, Captain Fine Sailing. Aye. Girl, can we talk about, like, can you tell me, Mom?
Is your ignorant farmer winking at me?
What? Consort's skull. Oh! He talked.
Yeah? Tell me what's on your mind. You need me, I'll be too
Pelagina again?
Watcher, you only have to...
No. Watcher, them saying Watcher is like someone saying Shepherd. Who do we have as well? Merker?
The cops run dry.
Yo, Seraphin. Seraphim glares openly, hands on his hips, and spits at his feet as you approach.
Don't be having a whole lot of rules, Captain Watcher. Really only got the one.
What is it?
I don't slave. Nor be your servant on any cog-swabbing ship that does. Savvy? Do it again, and I shove off.
I haven't been slaving.
You've been helping them though, ain't you? Just as good as doing yourself. As for the Principe, they'd be my problem to deal with.
He shakes his head and ear twitching. Sorry, I'm sorry, Seraphim. I won't do it again.
Here's hoping you don't.
He sighs, swigs from a sag at his side, and turns away. Oh God, he's angry. Yo, Seraphim, chill the fuck out, dude.
Ahoy, Captain. What can I do you for?
Captain, a delight as usual.
Questions, Captain?
Everyone else is done, right?
But I must prepare for my work as Sayuka.
Everyone is going to Sayuka, okay. I like that Seraphim does not do slaving, but it was literally the captain. He's like, yeah, Furante is my biggest friend. And I'm like, bro, what do you mean? We get rid of Adolf. Take Seraphim. Go down to the ship. Can I level him here? No, I cannot. I wish I could. Don't do slaving. Ugh. My character, like her, lawful evil, origin, would actually not give a shit about that. If I have to be 100% honest.
Sayuka at last! I must go. Discovery awaits. Agrasima, Captain.
She bows to you. Yo, goodbye. I forgot about you.
Composing a song for you and Ashiza. It is an ode to Amira, Queen of Birds.
Another Juana epic? Just wake me up when it's over.
You will like it, I think. The tune is inspired by a Rawatayan drinking song.
If you must.
Okay, Seraphim, you dick. I never want to hear your shitty, excuses again for anything else. What's this? Echoing horror. When the suffocates an enemy, a nearby enemy may become frightened. I mean, that is not bad. What is this? Ancestors' memory. Unlock a hidden repositories of the allies' mind and soul, granting the brilliant inspiration for a short time. That is Stasisha. That was Cypher targets the spirit, has blah blah. Causing them to be immediate spirit, vessels to emit a deafening scream. I think we are doing this complete self, right? Don't do slaving. He's a bit over-exaggerating on that one, right? Just kidding. Time Parasite. By summoning power from the enemy's souls, the Cypher is able to slow them down and increase their own action speed. That's not bad. Defensive Mind Web. Link the minds of all allies within a short distance. Any incoming attack against the allies mind will overcome the highest applicable defense. That is not bad. Reaving knives. The sci-fi uses ally sword to create blades of pure energy. Holy shit, is that good? Yeah, let's do Time Parasite. The Cypher spells target will convert some of its to crits. Increase the maximum number of number of empowers. Maybe we should do like this and this, yeah. Want. What's this? Detonate. Blow people up. It's always fun. Spell resistance. Uncanny luck. Dude, Seraphim is not level 18. Oh no, 18. 18. Every day. It's not level 18. Kick W. What is indecisive? Okay, let's do the following. Oh, that's the godlike chain. Why don't you have it equipped anymore? The brother. I was so confused why he like died so easily all of a sudden. Let's see. What do we have? Soul Void. Grants the effect of White Leaf after rest. Ibis. Let's start with this. Look, we are doing chestplate first. And we take this. Why not? We need a cloak. The only one I see here is this one. We need a necklace and we need rings. So let's take these. Let's take a bit of constitution. Let's take these. These are so much better. What boots do we have? Fortitude, hostile dexterity. Quicker stride, why not? What do I lack? Rings. Rings and a helmet. What rings do we have? Area of effect. Not bad. And we don't have a waist. What kind of waist do we have? Strides. 3 constitution, I take that. More health is ever always good. And we take as a second ring. Maybe suppress no, deflection. It doesn't matter that much. It's just important that we just have some equipment on him when we go into a fight. Let's see who's like at which position. Why is Seraphim the first guy? Let's do like this. Tebe, hi.
You are welcome in Sayuka, traveler, as surely as the winds stir the sea.
The young Huana woman gives you a warm, sunny smile that shows every one of her pointed teeth.
No. How many times must I demonstrate the proper way to greet a visitor?
The undersecretary makes empathetic chopping motions with his hand, a snarl curling in his lips.
I say, I must have forgotten again. Will you remind me of the line, Undersecretary?
We say clear skies, traveler. Simple, elegant, and no smiling. Do you understand, Greeter Tebe?
Can you repeat it once more? I want to make sure I've got it.
Tebe turns wide, innocent eyes on the undersecretary. The undersecretary opens his mouth to speak, but his impression abruptly clouds. He shoots a scowl at Tebe and elects instead not to dignify her joke at its expense.
Questions, traveler?
Okay, tell me about Sayuka.
Sayuka, known to my people as Ribiri, is a colonial outpost of the Royal Deadfire Company.
Tebe makes no effort to hide the boredom in her voice.
The island of Sayuka is the Royal Deadfire Company's center of engineering research and development in the archipelago. Our work is directed by Fleet Master Okaya, the youngest Rawatayan ever to hold the title. Best of her class at the Naval Academy in Tokoa, and a brilliant engineer, our Fleet Master.
Pride warms his
You
voice.
forgot to mention the giant sharks, Undersecretary.
Wait. Giant sharks?
Giant sharks, giant coral, giant trees, Hekira. The only thing not bigger in Sayuka is us Juana.
She chuckles.
Small mercy.
The undersecretary mutters under his breath.
No one knows why things grow large in Sayuka, but there are all sorts of theories. Me? I think Gallowayne smiles on us.
Tebe's cheeks glow with a faint blush. The first authentic motion you've seen across her face.
Superstition is unbecoming of a Royal Deadfire Company officer, Tebe.
He grunts.
I say, it's a lucky thing I'm not one then.
Why are you dressed like a Royal Deadfire Company then, Soldier Tebe?
Kira, I wonder the same every day.
Tebe tucks at the neck of her uniform and rolls her dark eyes at the undersecretary when she thinks he's not looking.
Tebe learns to perform her duties as a Rawatayan might.
The undersecretary straightens his back and squares his shoulders.
Fellow Juana show a lamentable disinterest in the proper way of doing things.
He nods curtly at Tebe's direction.
Speak about me as if I am not here.
What is an undersecretary exactly?
A career sandal sniffer and busybody, so far as I can tell.
Tebe shrugs.
You ungrateful sag! I am the second in command to Fleet Master Okaya, the governor of your piddling little island, and I will not be mocked by a smart-mouthed idler like you!
The "you" sounded so much like Dr. Klein from Half-Life because it's like the same voice actor, but the "you" is like so much that voice. The undersecretary jowls quiver with a barely contained rage.
So I have heard many, many times.
Is it just me or is this guy terrible?
You don't know the half of it.
An impish smile plays at the corner of her mouth. Maya folds her arms and smirks. Takeo pinches his lower lip and smiles. Seraphin sniggers quietly.
What was that, Greeter Tebe?
Surely just the breeze, Undersecretary.
Tebe's impish smile grows into a mocking grin.
You will call me Sir.
Akira, I certainly will not.
Farewell. What accident? Romaro.
Cap, there he be. There be Romaro. Sure is my arse be blue.
Seraphin runs to meet an old white-robed man.
I wish you'd not come, my lad. Pleased though I be to see you. Even Aldi's anarchists spare no mercy for mutineers.
Seraphin breaks away and peers up at Romaro.
Aye, but you, a traitor? The very thought of it be ludicrous.
He spreads open his palms wide to either side.
Turn with us. I'll be protecting you, and we'll be seeing of your fair judging.
With a slow shake of his head, Romaro swallows.
Blue. Much as I loathe to leave, I'm dead to these waters, and they to me.
Oh. Seraphin gapes and sputters before finding his response.
Biscuits and call me Swabby. You've gone addled in your dotage, ain't you?
The Orlan looks at you, lower lip twitching.
Unsheathe that silvered tongue of yours and talk some damn sense into this old sort.
Why did you leave Fort Deadlight? You might have been safe there.
I couldn't bear to remain, sheltered or no. It's a hopeless feeling, bearing witness to the slow decline of something I once held such pride in.
There still be pride to be had. Honor, too. Things be changing sure as shit, but you can't thread them narrows if you ain't even at the wheel.
Maya smirks and folds her arms. Pelagina holds up her hand, rubbing the tip of her middle finger against the thumb and nodding.
I hope I'm wrong, if only for your sake. I don't think the Principe can survive as is, and I can't watch something I devoted my life to sink into ruin.
Why would you leave the Principe?
The Principe have changed, and not for the better. Once, we aligned behind a common purpose. Now, we fractured into two extremes, each wallowing in its own corruption.
And you're fleeing from your problems.
These roomy eyes have seen too much. Nepotism and cronyism run rampant, rotting the Principe from inside out. Power consolidates behind the least deserving. The Consuelo's leadership founders, and with it, my faith.
Belay that plan of you, old sea dog. You're no good as any. There ain't no faith in these waters, save that you be finding for yourself.
He flashes a crooked smirk and strikes a closed fist against his chest.
Betwixt your brains and my swagger, we'll be righting the good ship Principe San Petrina forthwith, and be shot of these ship squiffy doldrums.
Romaro's frown deepens as he looks away from Seraphin and towards the sea.
A fine dream. I pray to Ondra that you achieve it. For me, though, the current flows but one way. A return to the Principe would mean my death.
It is true. What are you, Gustav?
I've not heard every charge against me, but that of mutiny, of that charge, I bear guilt.
Seraphin's ears drop. He reaches for Romaro, but stops short, letting his hands fall.
Why? The sorcerer were our home and kin. We're our cock-swelling pride. And you bartered it to an half-drowned old elf for a pint-bilged fucking clipper.
Staring intently on the... I needed to reread that line to understand what he was saying. Staring intently on the ground at Romaro's feet, Seraphin shakes his fist and about it aside.
14 years I spent swabbing them decks. Longer yet for you. Captain Bastion trusted you. I trusted you.
His glare rises to meet Romaro's eyes.
Bon Nico.
Friend, right? Romaro's mouth opens briefly before closing again. And he swallows.
Seraphin. I've disappointed you, hurt you. No words can justify my actions. I only hope you believe me, that I did what needed doing.
How can
I? With a tired shrug, Seraphin looks away. Romaro, did this have something to do with your captain trafficking slaves?
How did you?
Romaro blinks and shakes his head.
Captain Bastion had the sorcerer slaving.
Romaro frowns at his dark, wrinkled hands and rubs his palms together. Seraphin's blinks, expression blank. His mouth opens, closes, opens again. His fur bristles, ears angling lower.
What kind of fathom-headed hornswoggle be this? The sorcerer were my kin. They weren't slaving. I hunted slavers for the captain. We freed slaves together.
So I also believed. But Bastion sold those we saved to the Crookspur slavers. I found records of it in his quarters, almost a decade's worth. When I confronted him, it went poorly.
Rage rushes through your blood, flushing your skin, and cold hate spirals along the length of your spine, and confusion blurs your vision. Let the visions come, fight against it. What is this? Resolve. Let the visions come. Sands beneath your feet, crusted and blooded. You, young and small, filthy and shaking in fright. Cheers from all corner, cheers to... And the shouts of the kith before you are mower and thrice your height. Heavy muscle and soft fat wrapped in bright robes. Don't make me go again. You plead, don't make me. His heavy hand sends you sprawling in the sand. To a chorus of jubilant applause, you bounce to your feet as the other slave boy approaches. You feel his thoughts, a tickle in the back of your mind, his fear greater than your own. But what can you do? Only one may live. You silence everything but the anger, but the hate, and it propels your snapping teeth and grasping hands. The blows glide but fast, and the other youth all screams.
Niente, bon amico. Forgive me.
Romaro stands a bit unsteadily.
I meant you not to know. To keep your faith in our traditions, to remain optimistic, a bright star within the Principe.
Seraphin, you've heard Romaro's confession. What do you do with him now?
Cut him loose, Cap. Aye, he did the Deadfire a fine turn by sinking them slavers. But among the Consuelo, mutiny means death. Better go on for a no.
What if you be Romaro?
Agrasima, Watcher. The Clipper will be loaded soon, and then we'll be away. Cores, Seraphin. Bon amico. Take this. May you have rare cause to use it.
The fire in the hole. Basic attacks, the best of pierces slashing damage in AoE. He provides from the tightly wrapped
I
package.
hope we meet again someday. On calmer seas.
Caress, bon amico.
Seraphin turns away.
Ahoy, Captain.
Seraphin snaps the salute. A white smile splashed across his bird face. What are you so happy about?
Most everything, Cap. Truth be told, I've not felt so cozy in a crew since my tour on the Sorcerer. With Romaro and the lot. Good times and a half, that.
You're a valuable member on my crew.
By way of expressing my gratitude, I've a tribute to be presenting. It's meant to be worn by a great captain. I think you rightly qualify.
If you give me another hat, I will be angry.
I think you'll look right spiff in it too.
Thank you for the gift.
Pleasure be entirely mine, Cap. May it serve you at least half as well as I.
That is like super awesome if we do a rogue run at some point, because that is so cool. He bows and salutes and turns away. Yo, Seraphin, you wanna talk? An eyebrow, the blue of the open sea rises over an iris. The warm green of the shadowed surf.
Be boring a hole in me with them eyes, Cap. I'd offer an oboe for your thoughts, but I prefer not to make deals I ain't got no intention to keep.
You wanted to talk.
You be a strange fish, Cap. Sometimes you ain't half bad. Other times you be a right poxy cogsucker.
If you want to talk, I'll listen.
I'm not sure there'll be much to say, Captain.
He looks away. I'm deeply sorry that you had to experience that. If there's anything I could do, you need only tell me.
Be appreciating the sentiment, I suppose.
He rubs the back of his head and looks away. At least I've got someone to stay with if you ever travel out west. Had that myself until someone broke my castle.
That'd be a point and a half. Mayhaps I'll go find myself Romaro one of these days. After we've dealt with everything here.
With a grin and a soft chuckle, he turns away. Yeah. So next one. Let's go. We can go so many directions right now. Who is Takwa? Hey. As you approach, the fish vendor flashes you a broad, cheery grin. He beckons you over with a wave of his hand and distracts your attention to his latest delivery. What do you have for
All
sale?
the wonders of the sea and more besides.
He directs you to a display selling the day's catch. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And everyone's thinking, well, what do we do now, Groveskin? It costs 7,000, and I'm like, oh no. Damn. What if we sold all of this? Vendor's already sweating. He's like, oh no. That's double the money that I wanted from him. Thanks for the money, dude. Kwame, hey. A young woman leans against the till, her eyes half closed. She jerks awake when she hears the scuff of your boots on the flagstones and fumbles about for something to polish in an effort to look busy.
What can I do for you?
She superstitiously wipes the bit of drool from the corner of her mouth. Okay, tell me about this place.
Yucca? Bit of a backwater, if you ask me, but don't tell the fleet master I told you so. This used to be where the fleet would send a person after they'd seen a fellow sailor blown to bits by a cannonball or what have you. That was before those mad druids out in the bog started sending bears and wild cats over the walls, of course. Let me know if you're in the market for something pointy.
How did human end up serving in a Royal Deathfire company?
Everyone's always got to ask. Not that I blame them. It is a good story.
She slips a long, thin blade from the length of a boot and begins to clean the fingernails.
I was seeing this guy. Let's call him, I don't know, Kono. Kono and I had been carrying on a while when I started making noise about wanting to move in. Frightened the boy so bad, he went and joined the Royal Deadfire Company in the middle of the night. Thing is, I'm a deft hand with a throwing knife, and I know my way around 10 kinds of blades, so I followed him into the service. Pulled my weight, got on a good ship. Kono eventually left to go to poetry school or what have you, but I stayed. Haven't heard a complaint yet.
Is that our old squad member? Is that like Kona? Was Kona? Kona? Maya's brother? What do you have for sale? She waves across the merchandise at the theatrical fair. Stalker's Patience. Legendary. Distraho. Great sword, two-handed. Let's take all the lockpicks, not that it helps. And then we go, either we go there. Now let's go to the Fleet Master's quarters, who will like cry about the druids apparently, probably. Yo! Fleet Master Kaya stares with an unwavering intensity at the small sea of papers strewn across her desk. She holds a pencil lightly in one hand and absently taps the tip of the tip of it against her lips. After a moment, a low hum escapes her throat. The sound ends with a harsh scoff. Then she flicks her eye to meet yours. Why did the music stop?
Artillery trajectory calculations. Terribly tedious and lamentably imprecise in a storm.
As she chews on the end of a pencil, her gaze grows distant, like she's watching someone behind you.
But the numbers distract me. Where are my manners? You must be the watcher the Hazanui sent. You found me with a rare spare moment.
Hazanui Karo asked me to deliver some cargo to you.
I've received a report from the dockmaster stating as much. The Royal Deadfire Company appreciates your swift delivery of our cargo.
A cheery smile brightens her otherwise serious features. Say nothing about the smugglers.
Well?
She raises an eyebrow.
I've received a report from the dockmaster stating as much. The Royal Deadfire Company appreciates your swift delivery of our cargo.
I also know you didn't say I'd be ferrying a human cargo.
You're a courier.
She stares at you in a genuine bewilderment.
In any event,
Okaya thoughtfully taps a pencil against the edge of her desk.
the Hazanui's missive suggested you might be able to help us with an issue at port.
Go ahead.
You may have noticed the outsized coral in the harbor.
She gestures to the dogs beyond here.
There's something unnatural about the coral's growth, about everything on this island. And no matter how we trim it back, it only grows larger. My engineers deduced that the origin of this disturbance is somewhere off the coast of Sayuka, and I'd like you to investigate. Talk to Avera in the workshop if you care to learn more. I would be grateful for your help here, Watcher.
She gives it a sharp little punctuated by nod, punctuated by the crack of a pencil against the desk, then returns to her work. And who are you?
Did you not read the name on the door before you came in? You do know you're in the office of the Fleet Master, I hope.
She knits her brows. I meant, who are you in the general sense?
You meant to ask why I'm important enough to have my name on a door. I'm a Fleet Master of the Rawatayan Navy stationed at Sayuka, a research colony of the Royal Deadfire Company.
What are you researching?
Andra's mortar. Storms that strong, that consistent. I suspect they're not natural.
What fleet? I don't see any boats.
You misunderstand. I don't command ships. I command this port. Rawatayan vessels docking here are under my protection, but I don't tell them where to go. That's the Hazanui's job.
An impressive title.
To one unfamiliar with the Rawatayan Navy, perhaps. But mine is an administrative position. I see to the smooth running of Sayuka. Of course, it'd be a sight easier if there weren't the coral to contend with.
I see. I wanted to ask you about something.
Well?
What does the Royal Deadfire hope to achieve in the archipelago?
How much do you know of Rawatai, Watcher?
Some.
I see.
She taps her ever-present pencil against her lips, taking your measure.
It's a challenging place. Whatever manages to grow in our thin soil, the storms destroy. The rough country, we call it.
Affection creeps into her
We have
voice.
to trade for much of what we need, and the Huana have proven to be valuable partners. The Deadfire is markedly more comfortable than Rawatai. The archipelago is also an excellent place from which to study the storms of Andra's mortar.
She gestures broadly at the spyglass on her desk. What does the what's your take on the Royal Deadfire's company relationship with the Huana here?
That's a weighty question.
She narrows her eyes, reassuring you. That's why I asked it. She snorts through her nose, her gaze falls to her pencil hand, which she begins to thoughtfully along the edges of the desk.
A reasonable inquiry, I suppose. The Huana are pliant enough and willing to work hard when properly motivated. We have as much right to this land as they do. If they plan to do nothing with it, it's our duty to steward it for them.
How can we make plans over the roar of cannon fire? We are too busy moving our families from bought or claimed islands.
Takeo turns away in disgust. Some of the Huana are unhappy.
They'll adjust in time. Besides, it could be worse.
She looks at her desk, her mind quickly gone somewhere else. After a long silence, she hurriedly scribbles a note in the margin of her reports. Rata intervention will be How would you feel if someone did it to Rautai?
They could certainly try.
Takeo lips his curve in an approving smirk. Maya rolls her eyes. Never mind. I don't want to talk to her anymore.
A light's foot and an heavy bullet, I cap. Ahoy. My fingers be fat and furry, swagged in spark. Ahoy. Aye, aye.
Ah, let's steal more. Stealing is good. You must gather your party before venturing forth. Maro Fatoliano. What? You find a man dressed in worn, dirty leather armor. His long, scraggly beard is encrusted with salt. His curling hair has clearly not seen a comb in some time. And the toenails of his bare feet are cracked and torn. The only thing of any value that he carries is an amulet.
Oh, greetings.
He hesitates a moment before saying more.
Might I help you with something?
Tell me about yourself.
I suppose.
He looks at you quizzically, perhaps unsure why you've asked him such a personal question.
I was a proud man once. A gold pack knight.
Oh.
Then I took a job and it went poorly. I could no longer stay with the order after that.
His eyes look away, take on a faraway look as he remembers.
3 years since, I have wandered the length of the Deadfire, dedicating my life to self-discipline and abstination from worldly distractions. It is only through suffering that the soul becomes strong. Do you understand?
That's it?
Well, I am waiting for someone. But I do not know when they will arrive or who they will be when they get here. All I know is that they are a seer, and they seek me. So I wait.
Then how will you recognize them?
I will not, but it does not matter. I have this amulet here, and I yet draw breath. That is all I need.
I see.
I should hope that you do, young woman.
Could you teach me what you have learned in the years of wandering the Deadfire?
Ask an old man to share his wisdom? Well, I suppose I could.
Sure. Here you are.
Thank you, traveler.
He tells you what he learned about making and keeping a bargain in his years as a gold-packed knight, showing you how to tell when a merchant knows his wares are poor of quality or overpriced. When he's satisfied, you won't get fleeced by the next back alley charm dealer you come across. He sends you on your way. You've now done Marofus, Lianu's training, Stray Cat. That's a stand. Let's go in there and go to the workshop. Knock, knock, open up the door. It's real with a non-stop pop-up and stainless steel. Go hard getting busy with it. Vera. When you first enter the workshop, you find a valiant scientist, Vera, and the large Omawa man in a heated conversation. He gestures wildly, his mouth is set in a hard grimace that bears pointed teeth. Vera regards him with her hands planted firmly on her hips. When she spots you, his eyes widen.
This area is strictly off limits to non-company personnel. What are you doing here?
Calma, amico. Is this not the casita your Asanui said she would send?
What? Did you hear that? Did you hear like the voice doing like in the background like excuse me? Oh my god, that like actually like startled me. Holy shit, that was creepy. That was kind of creepy with like the excuse me, dude. That's me. How can I help?
Praise be. The coral in the harbor is growing out of control, and we've found no way to stop it. We're at our wits' end.
He mops the sheen of sweat from his broad brow with a handkerchief.
I've surmised that a magical disturbance must be the source of the problem. So far as I can tell, the most likely candidate is a strange magical signature emanating from someplace off the southeast coast of the island, deep beneath the sea.
The Huana's records show that an ancient and Guithan ruin, Signath Mor, once stood at that approximate location.
Cool.
I do not doubt that something in that ruin is the source of the trouble. Perguono, take this. It is my masterpiece, Uck.
Diving equipment. Whoa. She heaves a large bulbous helm off the nearby shelf and hands it to you.
The helmet should allow you to breathe underwater for time enough to deal with the disturbance, provided, of course, that you hurry.
You're not exactly short-handed here. Why not send all your own people?
None among the companies share your particular history with Anguithan artifacts. You are, in essence, the perfect candidate for our our research. The Royal Deadfire Company thanks you for your assistance, Watcher.
Fuck you, Coral Mason.
And your bravery. Aura Taugori.
Thank you, Avira. The voices like in the background, that's like fucking creepy. Remember how like black and white, if you have like the game on after 10, it like says your name if it's like one of the names that is like in the system. Have you ever heard of that? That is like so interesting. Mechanics. What do we give her? She gains... Not accurate in power, either penetrating in power or she gets something else. We could get healing for the pet, or we could get we could do evasive roll, right? How long does it give quick? For 10 seconds. Or we could do something else with the pet. Oh, that's connected to Twitch chat. What the hell? Fast runner. Monastic unarmed training. No. Practice healer. No. I go either with tough or like spell resistance, I think. Now let's get this. And what do we get from here? Coordinate positioning. In one quick move, the rogue instantly switches positions with a nearby target, cancelling any engagements like automatic. Oh. Oh, that is not bad. Holy shit. That is actually really good. What is this? It's a smoke veil, right? Then we have like smoke cloud. And then we can say smoke bomb, right? Yeah.
Tell me, of course.
Hasanui demanded additional cannons. We must oblige her.
We cannot spare the weight. Already the ballast is over.
Let's see what Tardan has like experience-wise, actually. She's like halfway to level 20, dude.
Increase the size of the ballast then.
And store it where? Then we must increase the size of the ship.
Take your concerns to the Valian. This mess is her responsibility now.
Stay out of the way.
Okay, hey, too. More like hater, Ivera.
Ugh, so much to do, so few hours in the day.
You could say so much to do, so much to see. You know?
A light's foot and an heavy bullet, I cap.
Come on. Come on, I want to lockpick this.
My fingers be swapped in spark. Aye. One of my eyes be open. Aye.
Oh, I can't take something out of this. Take something. Let's steal. Rob 'em blind, I say. Sayuka. We haven't fought once this game. Oh my god, who the
Attack! Hold them off while I tell the others.
What's that you're talking about?
No time. I have to warn the engineers.
Defense Sayuka. Well,
Half worried about our friends from the Reach, Maya.
They were doing.
bears and druids. I don't have drugs on her. Oh my god. Wait. Can I use this? Well, we will survive somehow, right? We are way over leveled. Seraphin. Dude, I don't want to have the group menu open. Seraphin, how about you disintegrate the bear? Start and charge that guy. Charge him again.
Got it.
Why are there so many pigs here? Do this. Charge this. And then we say Maelstrom. No, Maelstrom makes everyone else angry at me.
Too difficult, I say.
There's nothing too difficult for you, Takeu. You strong big man.
Like flogging a figurehead.
Take this! Watch your fire!
And then we say this on the ball.
Another what for, Cap?
Tadrin, you will use Stunning Fist. Let's go.
Take care with your aim. Ahoy. Behold me, mother. Ahoy.
Oh boy, they charge at me.
Might as well be hitting the water.
Takeo. How about you use that like Moonwell on everybody, so nobody dies.
Another attack, Cap.
And then we say ice, ice baby. And you say Zavardo. And Tadrin cannot do anything. She can just punch.
I need to try
And then we disintegrate the Elder Tiger. Because he's already old. So he should not live.
You see that, Ish? Can't get a clean hit.
Take care with your aim.
Speak with the Fleet Master Okaya. Yeah, we will. Yo, the fuck was this? There's a lonely dog. Sheba. Yo, we need to definitely do something about this. What are your drugs, Tadrin? You have this. And you have chewing tobacco, right? Yeah.
No problem.
You need to talk to the Fleet Master. So. Oh, knock. Hello. It is I, the hero of the story.
I'm told you were instrumental in our stand against the Druids. Well done. The Druids have harried us from the moment we made landfall.
What's the problem with you?
I suspect they're none too keen on our logging efforts.
She shrugs.
Several days ago, I dispatched a small force to quell them, but I've heard nothing of them since. To be frank, I suspect they were killed, and I no longer have enough people to repel another attack. We Rowattians are tougher than most, but we're engineers all the same. We weren't trained to fight. Given your impressive showing in our hour of need, I'd hoped I might impose on you with a request for aid.
This isn't a charity, lady.
Certainly not. You will be well rewarded for your efforts. Go to the bog where I sent my people. You'll find the Druids' leaders there, no doubt. Kill them. Should you do so, the Royal Deadfire Company would stand in your debt, and I would be immensely grateful.
Yeah? Got it.
So where do I need to go? First we go to the quest location, right? Then we go here. We arrive at the location of the coast of Sayuka. And the coral mason that the coral mason told you about. Oh, it's coral mason, not coral mason. Oh my god. You peer over the edge of your ship and see a faint glow in the waters far, far below. Don your diving suit and swim down. You climb into the diving suit and leap from your boat, hitting the water with a tremendous splash. You swim toward the light, breathing fresh air thanks to Ivara's invention. As you fall through the depths, the water grows dark, but the glow below you brighter. Schools of gigantic fish twist and twirl around you, paying you no heed. Soon enough, you can make out the vague shape of a structure resting on the sea floor. Rising from the ruins of Signathmore is a tall spire and what appears to be a landing platform. When you finally reach the spire, you find the shimmering barrier surrounds the ruins. You pass your hand through the barrier and feel nothing but a tingle like static electricity across the skin. Pass through the barrier. You walk through the barrier and discover the interior of the ruins aren't flooded, as you might have expected, but dry. You remove your helmet, take a deep breath of fresh air, and walk into the ruins of Signath Moor. Am I alone?
I read that the inventor Rivera has experimented with devices to bring air underwater. But this appears to be something on a far grander scale.
No problem. Quickly.
Can we do drugs? No. What do I need for more drugs? Especially for, I think, Rippled Sponge, right? Is the good one, yeah. Rippled Sponge is good, and Taro is good. Swev is also not bad. And Mouth Char is also not good, not bad. Like Deadeye also, there's nearly no bad drugs.
I am ready at once. Careful. Look. Careful. Look.
Tadrin, you will take Swev. I would say Swev, but it's White Leaf. We can disintegrate the enraged one. We can mark you. And you are charging at this idiot. And Tadrin, you are charging at this idiot.
You like that? After him.
Let's do this, and then we say knockback. Oh no, not knockback. AoE.
Let's do this, yeah?
Everyone is dead. Good.
Sure.
This dark mercury leads to the ocean. Okay.
Too difficult, I say.
Water leaks through the crack of the window. Okay.
My eyes are peeled.
It goes deeper. Where are we going? Is anybody here?
Why not?
A small plague below the mirror reads, "The Winding Serpent was our first success, born of the common Barracuda. We subjected the creature to the machine's vital energies, and it grew immense proportions. It has since appeared to have developed something of a group mentality, often hunting in packs."
I don't be supposing we kid. Easy breezy, wet and sleepy.
And we unlock that. Hi. Anyone here?
Should we maybe consider not touching anything? Just for once?
Touch. What's this? What is that symbol? Arcana. You find a small machine sitting on dials, surrounded by a spinning ring. It appears to be in Gwithan origin. Try to examine the machine. No matter how you poke and prod at the machine, the purpose eludes you. Try to break the machine. Try as you might, but the pylon proves impervious to attacks. Damn. The machine stretches, oh god, deep within the pit of water at your feet, to the apex of the vaulted ceiling high above you. It emits a soft, low purr and charges the air with the same expected friction of energy you might feel right before the lightning strike. Study the machine. You manage to make out very of what little of the writing is faded away. You also learn the machine is funneling essence into the surrounding flora and fauna from luminous ardor put beneath the ruins. Attempt to deactivate the machine. The machine has no apparent off switch. You twist the nearest knobs and dials to see how it reacts. As you do, the presence pushes at the edge of your mind. It soon grows forceful, overwhelming your mental barriers with ease. The skitter and rattle of dead leaves come to you in a damp breeze, damp with the smell of rotting wood.
Watcher, still your hands.
Galawain, fuck you, dude.
Signath Moor is under my protection. Why do you violate it?
Why do you protect this machine?
I am fond of the creatures it creates. The small among them struggle to best their bolder brethren, and some even succeed. But that is not what you truly want to ask, is it?
Is this machine the source of the giant coral in Sayuka's harbor?
Indeed it is. The Engwithan's fine creation siphons essence from a vein of Adra deep within the earth, and the creatures of this region drink deeply of it. They grow strong, ruthless, and in so doing, worthy of my regard.
Cool.
Should you want to gain my regard as well, you would destroy this place to protect my machine. Then none will have the means to threaten my work here as you have.
Isn't that counter to your philosophy of trial, Galawain?
Cleverness should hunt always beside strength, Hound of Aethys.
Why should I do as you ask?
Because I am your God Watcher, and I reward my loyal followers. You would do well to think twice before crossing me.
I consider it.
Decide quickly, Watcher. My creatures grow restless.
Deal with the machine. So, yes, I leave the machine alone and instead deactivate the pylons that generate the shield protecting the Xenomorph from the sea.
Oh, would you look at this?
The problem is, why should I not do, like...
Got someone in my sight.
Senteri, I cannot.
Still got it.
How long do I have, like... Do I still have Wide Leaf for a time, or is Wide Leaf over? Why do I have like both? Wide Leaf and the drug crash. I cannot have both.
Like flogging a figurehead. Futile.
The sound stopped. The game decided no sound for me.
Let's do this.
No problem.
Oh, this is a cave where we could get Ripple Sponge.
Let's go.
Enraged Sea Troll. Let's charge at this guy. Girl. What? Seraphim, what the fuck happened to you? You will use... this ability.
Good, I say.
Why is he instantly distracted? Why do they counter like every fucking spell I do? Holy shit. This one then.
This does not work.
Cast this and Seraphim does Valorous Echoes.
Take this.
Captain.
Seraphim is dying from like, I don't know, being cringe or something like that. Oh no, he gets hit from this guy. Holy shit! Whoa, 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 whoa. That is like very extreme. Mrs. Brute Mother. Ishi. Ishi, charge, Maya. Hit. Thank you. Takeo. Moonwell. Kablam, kablam. Everyone kablams. Let's go. Good job. Not a hard fight anymore, like most of these aren't. Should drop entropy.
Captain. My fingers be fat and furry, but they're ever so nimble. I don't be so easy breezy, wet tan.
And we get a bit of gold.
Aye, aye.
Sure. Good thing I saw him.
Okay, Tadrin, you know what? Take a drug, please. Take anything, but like...
You see that?
Take care with your head. Futile.
Do this. Mark this one.
You like that?
Oh, that were a beaut.
Damn, quick. Stuck.
Naturally.
And then we say Maelstrom. Run over there. Shoot the enraged sea troll. You do this? Stun them all. Tadrin has 10 wounds. Oh, that's nice. You do this. This guy.
Better try something else.
Then you're using this second wind. And then we do the one thing we always do. Punch, 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 punch. Boom. Everyone explodes. Yeah. And then we charge at this guy. And kablam.
After him.
Then we charge at this guy.
You like that?
And we stunning strike him. 1, 2, 3, and bam, bam.
Leave it to me.
Sure.
That's a key.
It's mine now.
That's a hidden compartment. Wow. The plague below the mirror is remarkable condition. It reads, the Kraken is a beast like none other. By applying the manipulation techniques Refined through our work on the Leviathan, we created both the size and the intelligence of a common octopus, and they have since proved themselves to be ferocious hunters. There was no one other unfortunate side effect, however. They also became quite territorial. This machine dials, blah, 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 blah. Everything with no, examine the machine. Try to break it. A plague one is legible. The barbed ravager was the direct result of a success with the winding serpent. We grafted poisonous barbs onto bull sharks and subjected them to the machine's energies. The creatures tripled, then quadrupled in size, assimilating the barbs into their bodies. And so the most fearsome predator was born. Crazy. The low hum of reverberating from this machine makes the inside of your ears.
Have you seen reason at last, Herald of Bereth?
So getting Galloway again on our sides is never a bad idea. I shall obey the will of my god.
You know who leads the pack. Good. You need only deactivate the 3 pylons scattered about the ruin. That will destroy the barrier protecting this place from the sea.
How am I supposed to get out of here if it floods?
You survived the trial of reaching this place. Surely whatever means allowed you to breathe underwater will serve you on your way back up.
Leave. Let's help Galloway. It's funny. Deactivate it. You shut down the machine. Floating rings grind to a halt, and the energy emits wings out of existence. A low rumbling echoes through the ruins, and the barrier on the window nearest to you flickers briefly. Small trickles of water begin to flow nearby. Uh-oh. That should have been maybe the last one I do. No, that's the second one. The third one is at the start, right? Deactivate the machine. The rumbling is louder this time, and the barrier opposite of you flashes and wavers. Cracks race up the walls, followed by many more leaks. Yeah, whoops. You know, that happens actually to the best of us if you think about it, you know. We have like found 2. Where's the third one of these again? I found like all 3 before. Fuck, where was it? It's up here somewhere, right? Oh my god. Or was it up there, upstairs? There was not a third device, right? Nope. Oh, there's a room. The wall before you is decorated by an intriguingly painted mural depicting 4 sea creatures of legend. Inspect the mural. The mural features a kraken, a shark covered in wicked barbs, an enormous whale, and a knot of the 3 serpents. The images are offset somewhat from the frames, as they could be pressed. So first we had the serpent is Leviathan, right? After Leviathan we had the shark, and after the shark we had the octopus. So it's probably whale. You have to reach oh, slams down with a shocking force. Ow. Tadrum was injured. Then it should be, let me think. Maybe serpent. The knot of the serpent sinks into the mirror with a satisfying click. So we had that. Then we had, like, the kraken is like the last one, I think. Then the whale. Oh my god, this is killing me. If I have 3 injuries, I'm dead, right? So the second one should be whale. It was not the kraken. Oh my god. Okay, let's try it. So first we press the serpent. Then we press the shark. Then we press the kraken. Oh fuck. Okay, let's press the serpent. Let's press the shark. Let's press the whale. Let's press the kraken. As the final piece sinks into the frame, you hear a deep rumble of storm moving behind you. Oh fuck. Yeah, how about we rest? Let's rest. Because that is not wise what we did there. How about gun? Our character does not use gun. Remember, we are monk. Oh, what's this? Mohoga Tanga. A spear. Yeah, of course, we get a spear. What else would I get from, like, this ruins of, like, a tribe? If not a spear. Bro, where is, like, the third thing? Oh, is it down there? Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I didn't see that there was something down there. Oh no, there's one last room. I didn't see that mirror. That's the last one. Deactivated. You shut down the machine. The entire structure shakes violently. It nearly knocks you. Oh shit. To your knees. The barrier flicks, then disappears with a pop. I'm allergic to water. Water floods the ruins. You have enough time to pull on your diving suit before the water crests your head. Though you're in no danger of drowning, you're not yet safe. The rumbling deep in the ruins subside, but instead of grows louder by the moment. You dart out the window opposite of the pylon. You start the long swim on your waiting ship. Partway to the surface, you notice that it's getting harder and harder to take full breaths, and the bulk of the diving suit is now starting to weigh down on you. Something is very wrong with it. Shrug it off and dash to the surface. Yeah, Tadran, do it. You swim for the surface as fast as you can, feeling exposed now without the diving suit. Eventually you see the light above you and just begin the spots in your vision. You finally break the surface and gulp down fresh air before clambering aboard your ship. The Discord mod experience, yeah, allergic to water. Discord mods are allergic to, like, flirting with adults and flirting with like drinking water and exercising. That's like the three things. A familiar presence pushes against the boundaries of your mind.
How rare a thing it is, a kith who does as they're commanded.
Behind his words hangs the profound silence of a forest blanketed in deep snow. Is the machine intact? The ruins collapsed on it.
The machine was unharmed, and will now remain so, thanks to your efforts.
A genuine warm colors Galawain's words. And it's stuck on my neck for you. Where's my reward?
How bold you are to speak to your god thus. I must commend your bravery, and warn you too. Do not overstep.
You will not be buried. Oh.
You will not be Barath's creature forever.
Maya cocks her head and listens. Galawain pauses, letting his words hang in the air.
True loyalty requires a strength most lack, and you have proved yourself to be strong indeed, Herald of Barath.
Bro, who the fuck is Malnage?
For that, I shall reward you. Take now my blessing, Watcher, and see with the keen eyes of beasts.
The presence leaves as swiftly as they came. Who is that? You have barely cleared Sayuka Harbor when the sleek half galley appears off to the port bow. It rides high and in the water and fast, but keeps the distance as it approaches land. Severin watches the ship's passage from the bulwark, expression grim. When the ship turns to pursue you, you recognize it as Malnage's vessel. The Misery's Delight. Its cannons don't seem primed, and it aims. Don't seem primed, and it aims to come alongside rather than set up for a broadside run. Looks like the Queen Sea Devil be wanting words, Cap. Not sure if that'd be good or ill, but at least it'll mean she ain't on Sayuka. Seraphin's ears hang slightly back, and he massages the bridge of his nose. As the Misery's Delight come alongside, Malnage stands on the railing, one great furred hand wrapped around the thick hemp line. She bows low, doffing her head, and then tosses it to one of the deckhands.
Funny seeing you here, Captain. Especially since we've tracked Romaro to this very rock. Ain't trying to steal the bounty, are you?
Malnage cans a grey furred head at you, hands at hips and near weapons. What was it I said said before? Kindly fuck off. With this quiet snort, she shakes her head.
Funny. I'd have thought a watcher would have had better instincts than siding with a known traitor.
She shakes her head in an approximation of sadness, but doesn't bother hiding her grin.
Fuck it. We'll deal with you first, then go have a little chatsy with Romaro. No quarter, lads and lasses.
Weapons slide free of holsters and sheaths as Malnage's crew attacks. Well, you dicks. Sadly, I have bad news for you idiots. I am taking drugs. I'm taking them now. Also get disintegrated, you idiot. Also, I've done this song and dance so many times. Okay, chill, Pelagina. Holy fuck. Well, Menage exploded. And Tadrin now goes Quick Fist, Pistolier. And then we say Fist of Flurry. Bam, one exploded. Next one exploded. Last exploded. And we won. Good job, Aloth.
Yeah? Why not?
That was kind of sad.
Sure.
Good job, everyone.
What for, Cap?
Yo.
Oi, Captain. What can I do you for?
I glimpsed your thoughts when Romaro told us about the sorcerer and its slaves.
I espy a lurking question, Cap.
Yes, lower slightly. Want to tell me about it? His small frame expands as he inhales deeply, then deflates with a long sigh through his nostrils.
I was born into slavery, Cap. I never knew no father save Romaro and don't much remember my mother. I do remember the day they tore me from her arms. Her screams. Kind of thing that leaves a mark. It'd have been one thing if I was purchased for labor. To lift or farm or fix or what do you have. But they bought me to fight. Threw me in a fucking pit. Set me against other slaves.
He shot
There's
us.
a special place in hell for souls like that. No, really, they get shredded. Cut right from the cycle.
Takeo grants and pets down with his writhing hair. Surfeit stickers quietly.
I have always found slave fighting repulsive.
This is why you hate slavers so much.
Be needing a reason to hate slavers, do I? They transported me twixt one pit and the next by ship. And they would set me swabbing decks.
He massages one palm on his third thumb.
Eve the sorcerer fell upon him sneaking up in the sunset. When blades were drawn, I availed myself of one. Found myself a little justice.
Maya smokes the full arms.
Brought me aboard the sorcerer. The rest of the story's old.
Farewell. Okay. Got it. Chill the fuck out, dude. So yeah, Sakuya. Huh. That boat is like, whoa! That one needs to chill the fuck out. What did I get from Galawan actually? Soul Mirror Schnitzel. Best Fortitude, Bowels of Finn, Devil of Karok, Best Blade, Innovating Blows. Make us own power, reforged flesh. So I don't see many like of the other things, right? Or Savage Cunning, the one that I got. +1 perception, yeah, that makes sense. Haymaker. Well, we will see.
No problem.
So we talked to that, to Ivera or whatever her name was.
Oh, would you look at this?
What's this? Lightning bomb. Hey to?
Stay out of the way.
Who do I talk to?
Ak, so much to do, so few
Overgrowth. Return to Fleet Master Akoya. Oh.
hours in the day.
Let's talk. Talk, 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 talk.
Seraphim, I am glad that you were able to see Remaro one last time before he left.
Aye, it were worthwhile. Not that I ain't aiming to set eyes on the old sawbones again. Assuming the captain don't get us all good and dead first.
Then let us work for better days ahead.
Yes, let us work for better days ahead.
I hope your effort to resolve the coral situation is meeting with success.
I wasn't able to solve your coral problem, and now the ruins are no longer accessible. Okaya grits her teeth, a vein on her forehead. It pulses so intensely it looks like it should hurt. Then she balls her hands into fists, closes her eyes, and releases a deep sigh.
I can't say I'm not disappointed. Now we'll have to make do without proper coral defenses. We'll be vulnerable.
Her lips flatten into a thin line. I could have incited Galawain's wrath if you would have preferred.
I doubt the gods even notice us here on this middle of nowhere island.
My thumbs at chin, nodding. Savage strokes his bearded beard and
I
smoke.
hope you'll have more success in dealing with the druids. Ah, before I forget, Atsura would like to see you at the Brass Citadel.
Okaya pauses, her hand outstretched like she meant to pull you aside, then reconsiders. With a shake of her head, she continues.
He appears placid on the surface. Atsura is not a patient man.
Well, I need to kill druids, I heard, so I'm not in the position to do other stuff right now. Also, we're like so far through the Deadfire. He expects me in like 3 days or so. I can do it in like 1. 40 minutes? I was at the... A tomb. Nature Smart. Scoria. Bent Branch Bog. Find and kill the druid leaders. Yo. Hey over there.
Protect the bard.
Okay. I have a small problem with what you are doing there. because I can just go. Look,
Yes, Captain.
I appreciate the effort, but alakablam.
That must have hurt.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry? I didn't know that this would hurt so much.
Got it.
There. Up ahead.
Right between. Might as well be hitting the water.
Speak your mind.
Well, that was a bit excessive. Sorry again? Bear cub.
No, I cannot do that.
Leave it to me.
What does Takeo have? Healing received. Okay, we can live with that. Takeo can be a little bit wounded.
There. Up ahead.
Let's go.
Tadrin, you take a drug. Takeo, you will do this.
Can't get a clean hit.
Your aim, could you improve?
Okay, Tadrin has a drug going. We can...
Your aim, could use some improvement.
Tadrin, charge this man, please. And then we say goodbye in terms of like stunning blow. No pen? No pen on like stunning blow? Oh my god. Oh no.
Can't get a clean hit.
That worked actually. Bam, weekend, dude. Oh goodness.
Yeah? Sure.
I have a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night.
After him.
Dank Spore. That's dank, dude.
Let's do this.
Mushroom, mushroom, mushroom.
Huh? Got it.
Lost cat. Twix. Damn, not a Snickers.
Sure.
Let's go to the right and kill the druids. You find 4 godlike druids waiting for you in the cleansing. The death and moon godlike whisper to one another, their gaze occasionally falling on you. The nature godlike sways slightly on her feet, her eyes half closed, while the fire godlike balls his fist at his sides and grits his teeth.
Your every step fouls the ground. Why do you pollute this sacred place?
I've come to end your conflict with the Royal Deadfire Company.
The Rawatayan invaders trespassed upon our sacred ground and ignored our overtures. The fault for this conflict lies not
with us.
The flame of summer's hair burns briefly brighter. Autumn gently calms her fiery counterpart.
Why should we believe you are any different?
Bro, I hate Death Armor. Death God. Like, they're like so fucked up, dude. Autumn's question is a genuine one. She is intent on to hear you out. Takeo, can you talk them down?
Forgive me, Captain, but how can I fault anyone for standing their ground against Rauatai? Disobedience is a lesson that more of us must learn.
The Royal Deadfire Company will raze this forest to the ground.
An end comes to all things in time, and we do not fear the Rauataian invaders, nor you.
No shit, you smell conflict. You didn't want to, like... I smell conflict. No shit, you idiot. Tadrin still has the drug. Charge the barbarian.
Behold me, mother.
You are there.
Second try, I say.
Bro, they're getting mowed down. That was like if you ever saw like a protest where like the people are like oh yeah, we're trying to be peaceful here, and then like the peaceful protest and like someone getting shot, dude. This is like what this was like. They just got murdered, dude, and I feel bad for them, but like sorry and stuff, but you needed to die here. Takeo, as much as I like you, that was weak ass sauce. Say no Marcus Mercy. Action speed, Jesus Christ. Let's go back to Sakuya. Hello, Sakuya. 40 minutes, yeah, for like going down the road, dude. Let's go back to the Fleet Master's quarters. Yo.
No doubt the druids plot their next attack even as we speak.
The druid leaders are dead.
Excellent. You are as dependable as I've been told to expect. Now we can begin logging in earnest. Regarding your reward, we seized a cache of weapons from a gang of pirates we caught sniffing about Sayuka. Of course, we only use regulation weaponry here, so I'd appreciate it if you'd take these off my hands before one of my engineers does something foolish with them.
Zephyr's Zephyr's empirical What is this? That is like a very, very interesting weapon, okay?
You found me with a rare...
Then we leave by sea now. 3 minutes. Just go on my ship and say, okay, we're going, quick. I did buy a slave already. I have a slave. I have him on my crew. And then I said he's part of my crew and not a slave anymore. But like the moment I bought him, he was a slave, and then I released him. It's this guy, Handsome Ilium. He was a slave. Let's go back to Nikitaka. We need to go back to the Brass Citadel. Dude, he's like a death god. Like, he has like cancer in his face. I don't know. Dude, why did the Morel sing again? Oh my god. We need to give them good food at some point. It's birth, Brass Citadel. We need to feed our crew better. They're not so happy anymore. That's why we get less shanties, I think. We forgot to feed them like 2 days. So that was my problem. Even though we had like stuff there, but they didn't get fed. Let's do that dialogue, and then like, except if it's like something bigger, like we will stop streaming after this. Because we are like close to 9, and then I did like something else still, and then I get to bed. Fleet Master, right? Fleet Master's office. Again. We need to get Seraphin out of the party. I like Alof more. No, that's Wakoyo, right? Where the fuck was the other guy? I think if I would have played like a true like cutthroat pirate character and never said like, okay, she becomes more of a hero, I would have killed Seraphim there. I think he would be dead. If I would have like joined the pirates, definitely. It's Hadanui Karu. Where the fuck is the other guy, dude? Weapon Master. Status office. Sabormi. Or was it in the no, it wasn't the lower level, I think. Yeah, he's there.
Saw one shoot once. Hit a lurch shark in the
Yo.
eye 200 feet away.
Atsuro paces. Quest failed clearing out Cookspur. His skin is pale and clammy.
I studied you. I knew you had friends among the Valians, but I never foresaw you aiding the slavers.
He seems to be talking to himself more than you.
You have sown poison at the heart of the archipelago. I must know. Why did you do this?
He finally looks up at you, his eyes wide and wild. I had another arrangement. He runs his finger along his scalp, grabbing his hair by the roots.
We had plans for Crooksburg. A fleet sailing in from Rawatai would have docked at the harbor.
He stops, horror rising in his face as he thinks it through.
We'll have to turn back.
I could still go and get rid of the slavers.
Too late. The storms they hit on the way here narrowed their window considerably. They will have already turned back by now to preserve their supply.
He raises his clasped hands to his chin, like a man preparing to explain the hard truth.
Deadfire is a troubled place, beset by all manner of predation and lawlessness.
No shit.
Adventure stories blame it on the fury of Helia's storms and the hunger of Andra's beasts.
He shakes his head in disgust.
Historians like Maya's own dear brother would spin you a tale of isolation and trade booms.
He also said that sharing knowledge and sharing cannon fire were as different as birds and foxes.
all of that merely obscures the plain.
Kana was a good guy, dude. He was awesome.
Lack the will to defend their homeland.
He stops and looks up at you for the first time since hearing your explanation. He's recovering himself and waiting for your reaction. How do we figure that?
Allow me to illustrate.
He brings his hands together and clears his throat. When someone says that, like, literally, allow me to illustrate, that's a bad guy.
2,000 years ago, our people began the conquest of Rawatai. The land was new to us. Many of its inhabitants were better equipped.
He tenses his fingers and raises his eyebrows.
We overcame them. We were unified where they were scattered. And we were not content to huddle in cliff caves and subsist. We were determined to make a better life for ourselves.
The people who made that journey and established Rawatai did what they had to do.
It is difficult for fragmented transient tribes to maintain control over their territory.
He winces and laces his fingers together, starting to pace.
And the Principe will tear Deadfire asunder, and the Juana will stand by and let it happen. Someone needs to defend the archipelago and its people. Do you understand?
He stares at you, his gaze once again fixed and unblinking. That's why I need to come to accords, not blows with your rivals.
Have you ever seen an Eoten caught between two foes? Seen the way it wavers from one to the next, forever torn between two minds? The only way forward for Deadfire is with unity and purpose. There can be no agreement with slavers and pilferers.
He is quiet for a long time.
In any case, our attentions are now focused on Sayuka for now. I'm sure the Hazanui will summon you when the time is right.
What exactly is the Brass Citadel? He hesitates, looking at you as if the answer's obvious.
It's a trading post, of course.
What do you trade?
Rawatai is rich in saltpeter, copper, and a few other profitable minerals. We generally trade for food and timber, which grow poorly in the rough country. The Valians have become aggressive competitors in recent years, but our ships were plying the seas long before the Republic's declared independence. We learned the value of defending our goods and ships long ago.
He smiles placidly.
Clear skies.
He tilts his head and watches you, eyes unblinking. After all this time, I still don't understand who you are, what you believe in. He watches you with a blank but thoughtful stare you have come to recognize. In the tiny movement of his eyes, you can see him sizing you up, deciding how much to tell you. At last, he smiles faintly.
Who we are. What does this even mean? Why the search for permanence in a transient existence? One day, our bodies will perish and our souls will return to the wheel. Every word we've ever spoken, everything we've ever known will be forgotten with us.
His expression is one of distant amusement, as though these notions are more troubling than the far-off glamour of crowds.
This will remain.
He spreads his hands, surveying the solid, precise stonework around him.
Prolonging the soul is a fool's errand. Clinging to a grand past is vanity. I want to take part in building something that will last beyond me. That is true immortality.
He smiles, calm satisfaction narrowing the corners of his eyes. Be careful, you don't know what future generations will make of your legacy. He cocks his head thoughtfully.
Perhaps not. I can only hope our legacy will stand as long as the Engwithans. The key is to build well. But you and I have much to do, and little time to discuss philosophy.
Oh. Dick. Fuck you. He wanted to talk to me just to like give me shit, dude. Or does he want to talk to me because he's we need to talk to him again? Like another dialogue for a quest. So full Simon cocks his head, watching you like an especially thoughtful bird of prey. He waits several seconds before speaking.
I must thank you most humbly for your help. You've rendered Okaya and all of us a great service.
Okaya reported you that you have a job for me.
Oh, indeed.
His eyes flash and an eager smile creeps along his face.
A great injustice plagues the archipelago, and we have an opportunity to end it. A thriving slave trade disrupts the Deadfire. I've determined that it's being run from the island known as Crookspur.
What? You must have known this for a while. What the fuck is this dialogue? We already did Crookspur. He considers his answer, canting his head to the one side.
It's not news to us. But action without proper planning is as bad as inaction. Slavers sow chaos wherever they ply their unsavory business. They uproot communities, disrupt trade, and attract the vilest criminals.
Aye, they be ugly too, and smell like half-drowned bilge rat. Cheated dice, never write their mothers.
He counts the accusations off his fingers.
Easier to mention what they do right. Like dying when you stab or shoot them.
Unfortunately, they've been allowed to operate here for years.
Someone should have done something about that a long time ago.
This is a failure of the Juana leadership.
You're being a bit too hard on the Juana.
The world is a hard place. Should we make excuses for those who do not face its trials? 2,000 years ago, our people began the but we were not content to huddle in cliff caves and subsist. We were determined to make a better
He said like nearly the same dialogue as before. Okay, where are you going with this?
And the Principe will tear dead. Someone needs to defend the archipelago.
Yes, I do. He seems to consider something. After a long time, he nods.
In any case, our attentions are now clear skies.
That was a weird dialogue. That should not have happened that way. So what do we learn out of all of this? We're like overworld exploring first next time, and then like doing the Kataka later. Because there's like some stuff that happens. In any case, this is it for today. We have done a lot. We are like nearly done with all the side quests. We have like, again, just a few. We need to take Shodi. We need to journey to Harbinger's Watch. We need to cartograph some stuff. And then we have like this. And then like quest-wise, like nearly done actually. This is like all we nearly have. Like this is like great. This is good. Oh, the Beast of Winter is a DLC, I think.
Wager I can reload faster than you can draw your sword.
So anyway, we return to our desktop. I'm interested in something. I will, for Twitch, I will do a raid if I find someone quickly. If I find my favorite raider, to be raided person quickly. Battle. Is the AI online? Nope. Nero is not online, I think. Okay. Who else could be online? Let's see. Browse. Crelly. But he's also not online. Shit. Who could be online? Numinous Red, I don't know her. Zentreya is online. What does Zentreya do? Oh, nice. Yeah, okay, we're ending stream. Anyways, I don't have someone to raid. See you around. See you on Wednesday, and wish you the best. We are playing a bit more pillars, I hope. Clear most of the game then, and maybe move on to like the final stretches of the game. So see you around. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.